Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're taking a bit of a unique turn. We're looking at what might be lurking just, beyond the familiar.
Right, in everyday life.
Exactly. We're going to explore 3 really unsettling real-life encounters and the common thread. Something as simple as riding a bike.
Yeah, and these aren't just scary stories for the sake of it. We're looking at them as these moments where, an ordinary trip just goes completely off the rails.
We want to pull out the key details, the insights.
Understand why they stick with you, why they feel so unnerving. What do they tell us about those moments of vulnerability?
Yeah, those moments that pop up when you least expect them. So our mission today is to unpack these stories.
Figure out what makes them tick, what makes them so scary.
And what they might reveal about that thin line between a fun adventure and, pure terror. Okay, let's get into it.
To do it.
Okay, story number 1. This takes us to rural Massachusetts. It involves a younger narrator, someone who really loved off-road biking.
Exploring trails in the woods, that kind of thing.
Right. So one day, they're out exploring, riding down this road called Irving Street. And they describe it as just running through trees in all directions, with maybe some farmland here and there.
Sounds pretty remote.
It does. And they were looking for some new trails, a friend mentioned. Supposedly, a little past a deer crossing sign.
Okay.
Couldn't find that specific sign, but they did find this dirt trail. Looked wide enough to easily navigate.
So promising at first.
Yeah, and it immediately went downhill, like a steep decline. So they picked up speed instantly. They said it was very hilly and windy, almost like a maze. Sounds kind of fun initially.
Definitely exhilarating, yeah. Until
the turning point, they get thirsty, realize they forgot their water bottle.
Classic mistake, but out there.
Big problem. So, decision time. Cut the ride short, find the way back to the road.
But that's where the maze part becomes less fun.
Right. It was literally a maze. And Irving Street. Super quiet, couldn't hear traffic to get oriented.
And this is important context. This was back when flip phones were a thing. And the narrator didn't even have a cell phone yet.
No easy lifeline. Total isolation setting in.
Which makes what happens next even worse.
Yeah, because that's when they realized they weren't alone. Saw a woman, older, maybe 60s, just standing there not too far away, watching them. Kind of creepily.
Just watching. What do you make of that initial moment? The silent observation?
It's immediately off, isn't it? Sets your teeth on edge.
It really does. It gets worse fast. The narrator asks for help, directions.
And the woman's response, first she whispers, "You shouldn't be in here," in this, low voice.
Whoa, okay, instant hostility.
Yeah, and then when the narrator asks again for directions, she just commands, "Get out now." But the narrator said it was in a disturbingly sadistic way.
Wow. That's fascinating in a chilling way, that shift from just watching to overt threat. It's not just disorientation, it's aggression.
Exactly. It's meant to scare you, isolate you psychologically, stop you thinking clearly.
It's a power move. Pure intimidation.
So understandably, the narrator gets out of there fast, pedals off, trying desperately to find the road.
But it wasn't over.
Not even close. They said, every 5 minutes or so, I'd see that lady not too far away, always looking at me.
Oh, that's terrifying. Being stalked through the woods.
The feeling must have been awful. They got so uncomfortable, they actually hid behind this giant stone for a while.
Just hoping she'd pass or give up.
I guess so. But then things got even worse because it was getting dark quickly.
Panic time.
Absolutely. Narrator was starting to freak out. Spent another half hour trying to navigate this maze, but now it's getting too dark to even make my way around on the bike.
Trapped. In the dark. Knowing she's out there.
And then, the ultimate terror moment. That gut feeling someone is watching you in the pitch black.
You can almost feel that, can't you? The hairs on your neck.
And then the proof. The old woman's voice broke the silence, whispering, "Come here."
Oh my God. Right there. In the dark.
Confirmed she was terrifyingly close, unseen, and then cackling sounds.
Cackling. Like a movie villain.
That's what they heard, and that's when the narrator just lost it. Threw the bike down, didn't care anymore.
Pure flight mode. Survival instinct.
Totally. Just screaming, running through the woods, blindly running into lights. A house.
Oh, thank goodness.
Ran straight to it, ringing the doorbell like crazy. An older man answered the door.
And he helped.
He did, happily offered a ride home. But it's his reaction after hearing the story that's really striking.
What did he say?
When the narrator told him about the woman, he seemed particularly freaked out.
Oh, why?
He revealed that 3 people had gone missing in our county just that month alone.
Ooh. Okay, so this wasn't just some random scary encounter. This connects to something potentially much bigger.
And darker, yeah. The man also knew the trails well. He confirmed they were not privately owned by any woman.
So it wasn't just a case of trespassing on some cranky old lady's property.
No. This confirms the danger was real. It validates everything the narrator experienced, local knowledge providing crucial context.
That's incredibly chilling.
Yeah.
Knowing others had vanished.
Yeah. The narrator mentioned being furious later about leaving the bike, obviously, but knew they had to escape. This woman had been potentially stalking them for hours.
Unbelievable. What a
Yep.
terrifying ordeal.
Okay, let's shift gears to our second story. This one starts out much more mundanely. Finding a free bike on an app. Let Go, specifically.
Ah, the lure of a freebie. We've all been there.
Totally. The narrator's current bike was described as an old piece of crap schvinn, so seeing a listing for a Black Trek brand bike, a top brand for free, very appealing.
Hard to pass up, yeah.
So they contact the lister, a guy named Gene. He replies quickly, confirms, yep, for free, first come, first serve. Tells them to hurry because a lot of people were contacting him.
Standard stuff for online listings, creating urgency.
Right. But then, the first red flag, Gene doesn't give an address. He sends coordinates.
Coordinates, like latitude and longitude.
Exactly. Instead of just saying, corner of Elm and Maple.
Okay, that is weird. Why? What reason did he give?
Vague reasons. Privacy reasons, he claimed. And also said there weren't really any nearby notable locations.
That raises questions, doesn't it? Coordinates instead of an address. Vague excuses. That lack of straightforwardness is a classic warning sign.
Definitely suspicious. Especially for meeting someone you don't know.
It's often a tactic, unfortunately, to get someone to an isolated spot where the person setting it up has control.
Despite the flag, the narrator decides to go for it. Downloads a Jupa's Coordinates Tracker app.
Okay, committed now.
The drive took about 25 minutes. And the whole way, nothing but woods on either side.
Getting more isolated.
And the worry starts creeping in that they might have to actually cut through the woods to get to these coordinates.
Which turned out to be true.
Yep. They park on this desolate road next to woods. Text Gene saying, hey, I'm here. The app points into the trees.
And G's response.
Chilling, in retrospect. He texts back, yeah, this area is sketchy. That way it would probably be better if you just cut through the woods instead of looking for the trail. If you follow the direction it tells you, you'll find a huge clearing in the woods where I'm waiting with the bike.
Wait, this area is sketchy. He admits it's sketchy, but tells them to go into the woods anyway.
I know, right? Huge red flag number 2, maybe 3 and 4. But the narrator, finding it increasingly bizarre, still decides to see this through.
Oh boy. The power of wanting that free bike, I guess.
Yeah.
Or maybe just feeling committed already.
Probably a bit of both. So they head into the woods. After maybe 4 minutes, they're getting close to the coordinates on the app, but no clearing in the woods ahead.
Just more woods.
Yeah.
No bike, no Gene.
Exactly. So they text Gene again, no answer for a minute. Then they try calling. Went to voicemail after 1 ring, like the phone was off, or immediately rejected.
Do a bad sign.
Then a text comes through from Gene. I have bad service. I can't talk on the phone.
Convenient excuse.
Very. The narrator texts back a question, probably, where are you, or something, but gets no delivery confirmation. That gut feeling kicks in hard.
Finally listening to the intuition.
Yeah, they call it quits. Suddenly feel paranoid of my surroundings and hurry back towards the car.
Smart move. Get out of there.
But the horror wasn't over yet. They get back to the car.
And don't leave us hanging.
All 4 of my tires were slashed.
What? No way.
Slashed flat. And then they look inside the car and see someone laying on the back floor hiding.
Inside their car. Oh, that is pure nightmare fuel.
Can you even imagine?
That's just, wow. Fight or flight time, absolutely.
Big time. And thankfully, the narrator chose flight, didn't hesitate, just sprinted down the road, left the car, everything.
Absolutely the right call. You don't engage with someone hiding in your car after slashing your tires in the middle of nowhere. Get distance. Safety first.
And as they're running, they hear the car door open and slam shut. Looked back briefly and saw someone running into the woods.
Confirms it wasn't imagination. This was a planned ambush. A trap. Designed to strand them? Maybe worse.
Terrifyingly calculated. So they run until they get cell service, call 911.
Okay, good.
Police show up maybe 15 minutes later. escort them back, take a full report, slash tires, the text messages, everything.
Did they find anyone?
Doesn't sound like it.
No.
The car got towed, tires replaced. The end of the immediate ordeal.
But the psychological impact.
Huge. The narrator mentions worrying for a long time that man Gene got their license plate number and might track them down.
A valid fear.
Thankfully, they say, to this day he hasn't, so I like to think I'm safe from that. But what a narrow escape.
Truly, a free bike turning into that. It really makes you think twice.
It really does. Okay, on to our third story. This one involves teenagers, the narrator and two friends, Jackson and Roddy.
Pre-driver's license era, right?
Exactly. So, bikes were our main means of transportation. They all lived close, just a short bike ride away from each other.
Typical suburban teenage life.
And while they rode bikes all the time during the day, they apparently really liked going for bike rides at night, especially downtown, on Main Street by the bars and hubbub.
Feeling that bit of nighttime freedom, maybe a little edgy.
Yeah, exactly. So the scene, it's a Friday night, pretty late, probably approaching midnight. They take the usual 15-minute ride to Main Street.
Still some people around.
Yeah, some people out walking around. They end up hanging out in a parking lot they often use, just chilling, typical late-night hangout spot.
Sounds normal enough.
Yeah.
Until Roddy notices something. A car pulls into the same parking lot, but with its lights off.
Lights off at night is almost never a good sign.
Right, and it kind of parked conspicuously,
Yeah.
positioned so it was facing them.
Okay, alarm bells should be ringing.
Jackson then points out the driver, says he looked like he was watching us.
Watching teenagers hanging out in a parking lot late at night from a car with its lights off. Yeah, that's creepy.
Definitely. And what's interesting here is the reaction.
The narrator says they knew what to do just by a single glance at each other. Didn't even need to speak. Instinct kicked in.
That's powerful, that
Yeah.
shared awareness in a group. Nonverbal communication under pressure.
Yeah, they just knew. Time to go. Started pedaling fast down the road.
Did the car follow?
It did. It trailed us, but not too close behind. Still, lights off.
The lights off. Deliberately stealthy. That makes it even more predatory feeling.
Totally. So, quick thinking. Head to the narrator's house. It was the closest, only like 5 minutes to get there.
Good plan. Safety in numbers, then safety at home.
They raced there, hurried through the backyard gate, and rushed inside using the back door, hoping the driver didn't see exactly which house they went into.
Smart. Minimize information given.
Luckily, when they get inside, the narrator's dad is still awake, surprisingly, in the living room.
Oh, good timing. Parental backup.
Yeah. They ask him to check outside. Dad looks out, says the coast was clear.
Phew.
Dad even praises them, says they were smart to bike away as soon as we were suspicious.
He's right. Trusting that instinct is crucial.
So temporary relief. Friends are safe inside, but it's not over.
Oh no. What happened?
Less than 20 minutes later, the narrator hears something. Something from the backyard.
What kind of something?
A little clicking rustling sound that would repeat every 4 seconds. Persistent.
Clicking. Okay. What do they see?
Looked out the window and saw the shed door was open.
Shed door. Was it closed before?
Presumably, an open shed door plus weird clicking sounds late at night. Not good.
Definitely not good. Just when they thought they were safe inside.
So they wake up Dad again, show him the open shed door. They try to listen for the clicking, but it had stopped.
Oh, and this silence.
Yeah. Dad's not messing around, though. They rush downstairs, flick on the backyard light. Dad storms out into the yard, yelling, checking things out.
Trying to scare anyone off?
Pretty much. Narrator follows him out. They check the shed. No one hiding in there.
Okay, maybe it was nothing. Or whoever it was got scared off by the lights and yelling.
Maybe. But on the way back inside, they discover something crucial.
What was it?
Remember the clicking sound? They found the source. The clicking sounds I was hearing was someone trying to tamper with the outside lock on the back door they'd come through.
Tampering with the lock. Trying to get in.
Looks like it. The narrator said the entire door handle was completely scraped up and almost ruined.
Wow. So the sound was someone actively trying to break in. That confirms the threat wasn't just imagined and it followed them home.
Exactly. A deliberate attempt at, well, home invasion seems likely.
That's incredibly scary. Did the lock hold?
Small bit of relief there. The lock still worked. And thankfully, there was still another door with a working lock behind it, like an inner door. So they were still technically safe.
Close call, though. Layered security paying off.
Definitely. So aftermath, Dad tells the narrator, go to bed. He'd stay downstairs for the night and keep the outside lights on. Vigilant dad mode activated.
Good dad.
And he apparently had the police come the next morning before I woke up to make a report.
Makes sense. Document everything.
The narrator finishes by saying, "I'm 99 sure it was that man who followed us in the car."
It seems highly probable, yeah. The timing, the stealth, followed by an attempt to enter the house. It fits.
But it leaves those chilling questions. How did he find the house so quickly? Did he see them go in? Or just guess? And why did he give up? Was it the lights, the dad yelling, the lock holding?
Unknowns that linger. That's part of what makes these things so unsettling long term.
Absolutely. A really disturbing end to a night that started out just hanging with friends.
Wow.
Hey.
3 intense stories.
Yeah. So we've just walked through these 3 really spine-tingling accounts, right? The deep woods encounter with that whispering woman.
Chilling.
The free bike pickup that was actually a terrifying predatory trap.
Nightmare scenario.
And that stalker who followed those kids home and then tried to get into the house.
All stemming from just riding a bike.
Exactly. And that's the thread, isn't it?
It really is. How these simple, everyday things, a bike ride in the woods, picking up a free item, just hanging out with friends, can suddenly become situations of, like, profound vulnerability. Yeah. Unexpected danger.
Malevolence popping up where you least expect it.
Yeah, it reminds you that, danger isn't always obvious. It can emerge from really unlikely places, turning something leisurely into a fight for your life almost.
And these stories really underscore the power of listening to your gut, that intuition.
Absolutely. And the importance of reacting quickly when something feels off, even if you can't quite put your finger on why.
They're stark reminders of all the unknown factors out there that can just shatter our sense of security, even when we think we're on familiar ground.
It forces you to think about how quickly that perception of safety can just evaporate.
It does, which I guess brings up a bigger question for us, for you listening.
Yeah, what is it about these stories that hits so hard? Is it the isolation? The feeling of being watched, hunted almost?
Or maybe the violation of personal space, of safety, whether it's in the woods or your own backyard or even your car.
And what do those reactions tell us about our own anxieties, our own fears about navigating the world, even when we're doing something as straightforward as riding a bicycle?
It makes you wonder about that illusion of safety we carry around.
Definitely. When that perceived control just vanishes, you're left with pure instinct.
So maybe something to think about as we wrap up. In a world where we feel so connected, so much information all the time, what does it mean to suddenly be truly isolated, vulnerable, face to face with a threat you can't see or understand?
And how does that kind of visceral confrontation change how we see the world, the paths we take, the assumptions we make about being safe?
Lots to ponder there. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
We hope you'll join us next time for another journey into, well, whatever captures our interest.